Hello YouTube friends, this is Ben, and thank you for tuning in today. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today's video is about people who I feel are helping the fish keeping community. In particular, three individuals who stand out for me and have become sort of my go-tos when I need some advice. All three of them have roots on YouTube, like my page, and but they decided to open up or start a Facebook group page. I know what motivated me to start my page. I wanted to have a page that complemented my YouTube page, a place where people could take a discussion that might have started on YouTube and then carry it over into another forum where the discussion could be expanded on and input could be gotten from other people. And that's what inspired the ben.o.cichlid page. And you can see a screenshot of the page here. But I was wondering, what was it that inspired three other individuals who I consider very prominent in the hobby? What inspired them to have Facebook pages? So I reached out to them, and all three of them were kind enough to send me a short video explaining why, what inspired them to have a Facebook page. First is my friend, who has actually helped me out in a couple fish jams now and then, and certainly well known to most of you. His name is Evan Alexander, and he's probably known to you as IFG, the Inquisitive Fish Guy. And he has a Facebook page now called IFG Tips and Tricks that you should check out. Here's a screenshot of the page. So, Evan, tell us, what inspired you to have a Facebook page? What was the thinking behind IFG Tips and Tricks?
What's up, guys? Evan Alexander, IFG, the Inquisitive Fish Guy. My good buddy Ben Ochart wanted me to speak to you guys about why I started my Facebook group, IFG Tips and Tricks. The reason that I started my Facebook group was for support, to support fellow hobbyists. I wanted to create an environment where people of all facets of the hobby can come and share their knowledge, tips, and tricks. Freshwater, saltwater, community, planted, African cichlids, Central American cichlids. I just wanted something out there that everyone can come together and spread the wealth of knowledge that I know that exists within the hobby. If we don't have these key resources, we won't be successful. So when I put together the group, that is what I kept in mind. Getting the key resources out there, spreading the knowledge, and helping each other out in the aquarium hobby. Okay guys, that's it. IFG Tips and Tricks.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Evan. That was awesome. Now let's move to my second guest, another person I reached out to and asked if they would be willing to participate in this video, and they did. And this gentleman brings a tremendous amount of energy to the hobby, and his energy has not been detoured by becoming a new dad. He now is has a young son, and he does a lot for the hobby, both in the form of his videos and also with his new Facebook page, the Aquatic Lounge. So you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Jay Wilson, who also is known as Jay Northfin USA, who offers Northfin products and other types of fish medicines, things of this nature, sea chem products at his webpage. But let's find out from Jay. Jay, what inspired you to have a Facebook group page?
What's going on, everybody? I'm Jay Wilson with Northfin USA and Jay Wilson on YouTube, and I've been asked by Ben Ochart to explain in 2 minutes or less why our group, the Aquatic Lounge, is so awesome, his words, and why we started it. And it's kind of a mixing pot or melting pot of how we got to where we are. You know, you have so many friends on Facebook, so you started with that. I mean, everybody does that. There's no hidden secret to that. And as we continue to grow, we start to decide who is going to come in and who is not. If you've been known to be a detractor somewhere else, there's no reason for us to bring you into the Aquatic Lounge so that you could become a detractor in that. Our goal within the Aquatic Lounge was to have a completely diverse core of admin groups with a ton of different knowledge from beginning all the way to been doing this for 20 plus years. And that is the goal with the Aquatic Lounge as a whole. And I think we're doing a pretty good job at that. The reason why I did start it was because of said trolls or said detractors in the hobby. And I was in over 100 different groups. And I started the Aquatic Lounge in November of last year. We've grown to almost 3,000 in a few short months. And it's because people talk, people share. We add our friends from our friends list that we would believe would want to be in here. And sometimes we had people that are like, I didn't want to be in there. Why did you add me? Well, there's no sign that says you can't be added. So I apologize to those that may have a little upset feeling that you were added a couple of times. The other thing is we're giving away stuff. You know, my YouTube channel was never surrounded or the nucleus of it was never to just give away stuff and become that person, but dubbed the contest king. I'm able to acquire a plethora of different products that I'm able to give back to people. And so we're doing that in the Aquatic Lounge. We're doing live videos on Sunday, which talk about some things that may be spreading across the hobby and how we can better educate those that are in it. If you are not promoting and you are detracting, there's no point in doing what you're doing. So my personality is I'm very upbeat, I'm very boisterous, and I like to have a good time. And that is the demeanor inside the Aquatic Lounge. So I think that's what makes us awesome in your words. We have an amazing admin team, we have amazing members, and we have the ability to create waves. I've said it before and people laugh at it, and you can laugh all you want, but when we start to do something and we notice 3 or 4 other groups are doing the same thing, we've created a wave. And that is more exciting than anything that I've seen in the hobby, is when you're able to change the scape of what is going on. So Ben Ochart, thank you for what you do. Thank you for your group. Thank you for your YouTube channel, your upbeat positivity as well. And I appreciate you having me on here today. And you know what's next. Holla!
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you for your energy, Jay. It's appreciated by myself and I'm sure thousands in the community. Thank you for contributing to this project. Be sure to visit the Aquatic Lounge, and here's a screenshot of the Aquatic Lounge. My third guest today was very influential. I must have watched hundreds of hours of video, some videos over and over again, before I took the plunge into African cichlid keeping. So he was certainly a major influence for me and has helped me out more than I think he knows. And I'm talking about John Hudson, who has a very successful YouTube following. I believe it's over 50,000 subscribers, which is just simply unreal. And opened up a Facebook group called Tank Talk. He also, of course, offers his own line of food, KG Tropicals Food, and he also offers CChem products and things of this nature at his website, his Tank Talk website, and KG Tropicals. So look him up, and here's a screenshot of his Facebook page, Tank Talk. John, tell us what inspired you to have a Facebook group. You already had a very successful YouTube channel. Why? Why did you get into Facebook, and why did you start Tank Talk?
Hey folks, it's John with KGTropicals.com. I created the Tank Talk Facebook group about 1.5 years ago with a very clear vision in mind, and that is to eliminate that whole idea of the wild, wild west on the internet. If you look around, there's a lot of groups out there and a lot of places where if you go in and ask a question that other people don't like, they're going to spend the entire day ridiculing you and having a competition to see who's smarter than you. I got tired of that. I wanted to create a place where people could get together and celebrate this hobby, share their love and their passion for this hobby. And I believe that we have succeeded in that. We've got over 14,000 members now, and what I believe to be the best group of moderators assembled all the way across the internet. These are people that donate their time to the group to make sure that if there's people coming into the group that are doing things that are against the vision of the group, they're out of there. You don't have to worry about those people. Sometimes they might slip through the cracks, but guess what? Myself or my moderators are going to pick up on that and they'll be out of there. So this is a group where you can go and not have that intimidation that you might find in other groups. That to me is what makes the Tank Talk Facebook group the best group on Facebook. Thank you so much to Ben for including me in this. It took me a while to get the video to you, but I did my best. Thank you all so much, and I hope to see you in the Tank Talk Facebook group.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, thank you, John. I know how busy you are with what you have going on in your life. All three of these gentlemen are the proverbial one-legged man in the butt-kicking contest. All three of them are very busy, and in my opinion, all three of you have the most awesome group, okay? In my mind, it's not a competition. All three of you are incredible in your own way. I thank all three of you for participating in this, for sure. There has to be a place that is safe for fish keepers at all levels to be able to go and ask a question and know that they're not going to get torn to shreds because they're new to the hobby, and something that is very obvious to the veteran fish keeper is not going to be so to a new fish keeper. And so it's good to provide a location where people can go and not be afraid to ask questions. So I want to thank all three of these gentlemen, Evan Alexander, Jay Wilson, and John Hudson, for all they bring to the hobby. Evan and his rock-solid ongoing videos, Jay Wilson, his tremendous energy, and of course the wonderful stuff he's doing at the Aquatic Lounge with his giveaways and what have yous, and adding a lot to the hobby. And also, of course, to John Hudson for his ongoing contribution to the hobby of fish keeping, and for his dedication to creating a safe place. Okay, as all three of these gentlemen have dedication to creating a safe place where fish keepers can go and get their questions answered. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in, and again, thank you to the three of those fellows who I consider prominent in the fish keeping hobby. Thank you so much for watching.